What's going on, people? I'm your host, Double R, with the homie.
What's going on with your chat? Salute to everybody, to the battle rap community.
King Tally is in the building, baby. So,
Yes, sir.
ARP, RBE just dropped another matchup, another battle on the Max Out card, April 3rd, Cassidy and Hitman card. It was Serious Jones versus Big K. Now, me and King Tally was having a conversation, very interesting conversation, because I dropped the community post of that battle, the Serious Jones versus Big K battle, just to see if anybody would be interested in it. I'm pretty sure no one is interested in it, and King Tally kind of confirmed that nobody probably will be interested in it. You know, he actually suggested that I upload it to the channel. I don't feel like I should at all, because it seems like around this time, if it doesn't involve Cassidy talk, people don't want to hear it, honestly. But I wanted to do a comparison between Cassidy and Deontay Wilder. But I'm going to let King Tally talk, because we were talking about something, how although people are banking on Cassidy to lose, he's still going to win when it's all said and done. Care to share, King Tally, on your thoughts?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First of all, I got to say this, man. When it comes to the Serious Jones and Cassidy, Serious Jones back in the day from Fight Club, he was that dude, running through all of his Fight Club opponents. And also Cassidy, Cassidy, he had the 5,000 or so battles, allegedly, of him killing cats from back in the day. But then now, they're both washed up or whatever like that. But right now...
Oh, let's stick to that real quick. You said Cassidy and Serious Jones are both washed up. Now, I'm going to let you... Okay, go ahead, give your point.
No, go ahead. You can go, bro.
Because my view of Serious Jones was, Serious Jones is like Slick Rick. You feel me? Like, he's like the Slick Rick of battle rap, where he just story tells and shit. Like, remember the battle between him and Mook?
Yep. Like,
he just story tells. Like, I never... And remember when Cassidy and Serious Jones and Jag did the freestyle?
Oh, yeah, in the studio. Yeah, that was fire.
That was fire.
That was fire.
But Serious Jones looked like he didn't even belong in that equation.
Yeah, it looked like he was lost or something, man. Like, lost child or something. That shit was crazy. Like, man, why did they bring him to the studio, bro? Like, his whole flow, everything. He was rapping this, you know what I'm saying? I'm smoking on that dookie.
And at that time, Serious Jones and Cassidy were like the veterans, and Jag was just like the new kid on the block. And Jag made Serious Jones look like he was the new kid on the block.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? But I've never really been a huge fan of Serious Jones. A couple of my people was like, man, Retro Rob, you ain't heard Serious Jones now. Serious Jones. But when King Tally is telling me is that Serious Jones is actually declined. Right?
Well, he's declined. Like, everybody remember Serious Jones from his gym battle. That was a legendary battle. That's what really put him on the map. But it seems like after Fight Club went down, like, so did Serious Jones. But, it's like, that was his whole career as fighting. It was built off a Fight Club. You don't remember really Serious Jones from any legendary battle as Serious Jones had, besides his Fight Club battle with Jen. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to... Go ahead.
And then with Cassidy, the thing, I told you this earlier, Double R. The thing with Cassidy, man, the Cassidy is the only battle rapper to where it's like you got him getting bodied and you also got him winning. It's like in the back, like in the front of your mind, you like, man, there's no way in hell he stood a chance against Hitmanholla, man. Hitmanholla, they claiming like, Battle Truth and all them claiming Hitmanholla hasn't lost a battle in 5 years. That's what everybody's saying. And Cassidy, he's lost like, 2 of his last battles. Well, I think he beat Goods. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's just say 1.5. Go ahead.
Yeah, 1.5. So let's go with Arsenal. He lost Arsenal. He lost Arsenal on that. It's like, what evidence is out there that Cassidy is going to beat Hitman? But then also, what if Hitman takes Cassidy like lightly? Even though he's saying you're going to get the best Hitman, so it's like. It's kind of giving you this indecisive behavior, kind of like, like even if you do think Cassidy's gonna get by, you like, shoot, Cassidy might be, he might come in there and kill Hitman. And then also, I don't know if anybody's watched the Jag interview. Have you watched the most recent Jag interview, Double R with Hip Hop Is Real?
Yeah. I actually did a video to that earlier, but I want to give a quick backdrop to the Deontay Wilder comparison before I forget about it, right? And we can dive right back into it. Cassidy and Deontay Wilder both. But Deontay Wilder, not disrespecting Cassidy, Deontay Wilder has actually beaten his opponents. And to Cassidy's credit and to his defense, Cassidy hasn't had nearly as the amount of matchups Deontay Wilder has had. But I'm just talking about the comparison of the hate but really love that both of them get. You see what I'm saying? It's like how King Tally said, the Floyd Mayweather effect, where, like Floyd Mayweather said, whether you're coming to, see me lose or come to see me win, you're still coming to see me. You see what I'm saying?
But what's funny though, not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
The hate for Cassidy is different than Deontay Wilder, I think, because Cassidy was talking shit and not backing up nothing that he was saying, but Deontay Wilder was actually knocking motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying?
But the element of Deontay Wilder, the only thing that's really different too is the element of the racism. You see what I'm saying? Wilder stuff is racism driven.
Racism driven. It's two different categories. Yeah.
Yeah. Cassidy shit is just the braggadocious nature. I think Cassidy shit come from a lot of motherfuckers being afraid to admit that they came up on Cassidy. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot. I think it kind of somewhat emasculates dudes in a way to feel like this is the dude I look up to. And in some ways, they don't want to even, they want to, because a lot of black people want to always, people in general, want to always feel like they was the ones, including Cassidy, want to feel like they was the ones that did it all on their own. The battle rappers. Right. They want to feel like, I made Hitman, I made Mook, I made Lux. I didn't look up to Cassidy, even though we know you did. Even though we know if we was to play a Cassidy song right now, you will be able to recite the whole motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? I caught Harlow slipping. I did a video when I caught Harlow slipping, reciting the whole Cassidy verse. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of these dudes is really Cassidy fans. They grew up on Cassidy. But the other side to it is, that I can see on their half, is that Cassidy hasn't quite lived up to the hype. And this is Cassidy's own hype. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah. And like the piggyback of what you just said, Double R, the funny thing is that these dudes actually be saluting Cassidy and actually admit that they actually grew up listening to his music, and Cassidy, was that dude. Even in the Arsenal battle, remember how Arsenal said back in high school, he was, Cassidy was that man, and what happened to you, or one of his bars, whatever. So they actually was saluting. Even Goods, it was like, spitting something like, girl, you want to come to my house? They was spitting some of Cassidy's bars, but they was more so saying like, what happened to you, bro? You like fell off. Like you saying, you talking all this shit, man, but like you ain't really done nothing.
But here's the other thing. Here's the other part to it, though. I'm gonna piggyback on what you just said. Why take the battle? Why battle Cassidy? If Cassidy fell off and I ain't about to battle nobody. See, that's the hypocrisy in battle rap, is that if Cassidy was just an average motherfucker, just the average battle rapper, nobody was really on him and really was interested, they ain't had no appeal, they'll say, well, what has he really done to get a match with me? They done it to JC. They done it to Danny Myers plenty of time. What has he done to deserve a match with me?
I'll tell you the answer to that, all right?
But what? Hold on. Before you do that, what has Cassidy done to deserve a battle?
Right.
Oh, I get it. It's the money. But go ahead, bro.
You remember Arsenal said in one of his, I think it was round 2, he was like, this shit easy. I bought a house off of this dude. So they was doing it for the bag. We know they didn't really, they knew Cassidy was trash and all that. They was doing it for the money. I mean, like if you gonna make like 60, I think Arsenal made probably like $60,000 to $80,000. Then he only had to do, where was he at, like 60% performance? So it was a money grab. Everybody's looking at Cassidy. Cassidy, like you said before, Double R, Cassidy is becoming today's like battle rap punching bag. He's not really, that's all he's becoming.
But the other part to it is, and what I wanted to get to before I forget, what we discussed is that what I said about the Big K versus Serious Jones. Nobody cares. When Cassidy in battle rap, what did you tell me a few minutes ago, bro? When Cassidy is in battle rap, what?
Nobody cares. He outshines everybody. Like, nobody cares about when Cassidy is booked, bro. Nobody is caring about a Serious Jones. The only people that like Mike can like compete with Cassidy is a Loaded Lux, your Murder Mooks that can kind of like be on an even playing field because those are like top tier back. But everybody else, nobody's care. Everybody right now is anticipating. Okay, Cassidy's real quiet right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's waiting for that promo run. Everybody's waiting.
But even Loaded Lux and Murder Mook, well, maybe Murder Mook a little bit, but no, their name don't carry weight as far as in battle rap. Like I can't really do content on Loaded Lux alone and get the type of numbers or the type of eyes on my videos as I do with Cassidy. And it's because of the promotional aspect. Because we all know both of them blow Cassidy out the fucking water when it comes to in the ring.
But that promo though, yes, totally.
And this is why we saying if Cassidy can get that at least, we ain't even asking Cassidy to do 70, 80%. If you can even give us 60% of rapping, you good to go. Because the promo will take care of the rest.
He said before, this get a debatable. He get a debatable. If Cassidy gets a debatable with Hitman, he won the battle.
He back in business.
You ain't got to kill Hitman. Let's get a debatable.
Now that don't mean because I know Cassidy might be looking at it. People that's around Cassidy might be looking at it. That don't mean going in and prepare like this and prepare to only do just enough. Let's get that straight now, King. We ain't saying that, are we, King?
Right.
We ain't saying just because we said all you got to do is be at 60% to go in there and actually be at 60%. We're not saying that. Right. We're saying go in there at the best that you can be. And if somehow, some way...
Don't spit that Cardi B's teeth and don't talk about Cardi's big teeth. We don't want none of that, man. We want back-to-back punches. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not have to give that many punches at 60%, but we do want some, up-to-date bars. We want bars is back, right? We want to bring the bars back, man.
I'll tell Cassidy this, right? Cassidy, B, like, go back, people, look at B Magic recent battles. The choking B Magic. Give us that. If you can give us at least that, that's enough to beat Hitman. B Magic choking right now can beat Hitman because he still has, like King Tally said, a few punches that's going to rock the room.
Right. Another thing I gotta say, Double R, is that a couple of Cassidy's interviews, he's saying, these are battle rappers be choking. I don't be choking. I've never choked them in a battle, but I'm like, if your material is garbage and it's not up to date, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That you're not choking. You want your material to be up to date, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because if you spend a whole bunch of BS, it don't matter if you're not choking or not, bro. But go ahead. That's all I want.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying yesterday, alluding to yesterday, is that but yeah, I wanted to get back to a little bit to the topic of him and Wilder. It's like they love to hate these guys. You see what I'm saying? It's like you hate them, but you love them because what Cassidy is going to bring, promo, what Wilder is going to bring with that right hand, with that power. You see what I'm saying? You love Wilder knock motherfuckers out. So that's what brings people. Cassidy is very entertaining. He make you laugh. Cassidy, the suspense of Cassidy. What is he going to do next? It keep you at the edge of your seat. Like right now, everybody is at the edge of their seat waiting for Cassidy to say a word, to drop one fucking word. Go ahead, bro.
It's like people are comparing Cassidy to Adrian Broner. You know what I'm saying? Because even though Adrian Broner's been getting back-to-back losses, he's still entertained. He still can sell tickets because Adrian Broner talks a lot of smack, and they both talk that trash. So their promo runs are crazy. So everybody's still looking forward to man, what is Adrian Broner gonna do now? Like, what is he gonna say? So they both bring the energy. Adrian Broner brings the energy to boxing, and Cassidy brings the energy to battle rap.
And also, one thing
even
if
Cassidy loses again, here's the thing: Cassidy has so much energy in battle rap. Let's say he loses to Hitman, I believe he still will be able to book battles. That's just you know what I'm saying? He still will be able to book battles. People are still going to pay to see Cassidy. He's got that special aura in battle rap, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to think, I was like, what happened to bars? What actually happened to you happen to perform and show results? But nowadays, man, you know what I'm saying? If you got a good promo game and you do, bring basic material, it don't really matter.
No, it's like I've been telling you guys from the beginning, man. We're living in a world where like Tekashi 6ix9ine can come out after ratting on his whole crew and at the same time, reaping the benefits of being in the game, can now come out and after snitching on his crew and go back to living the way he was living.
That's
You
crazy.
see what I'm saying? Like, this is the world we living in right now. So it's not out of the realm of expectations. This is why I said Briz is going to be able to come back and be Briz, because they're really complaining because they want him to come back. They don't give a fuck. And Briz know that. They don't give a fuck about what Briz bring or what Mook did. They want him to come back. That's why they complaining. They like little kids, little spoiled ass kids, because that's how mainstream media made them. That's how it made them. Go ahead.
Now, I don't want nobody to get this twisted. I'm like one of the biggest Cass fans out there. I hope I want him to go in there and do good. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell him, listen, bro. I might place bets. I might bet on Cassidy. Listen.
Hitman is battling Cassidy, but low key, Hitman want Cassidy to beat him. Hitman want Cassidy to do good.
Now, that's new, right there. Break that down, Double R. He said Hitman want Cassidy to beat him.
Hitman want Cassidy because we came up on him. We came up. That's just like you going against Jordan, and Jordan ain't looking like the same Jordan, or Kobe not looking like the same Kobe. The object of playing them, like what I just say about Briz, they not mad because Briz got stole by Mook and he out here pouting like a little girl. No, they're mad because Briz pouting like a little girl and he's not coming back to entertain them. Go ahead,
man. He said Hitman want Cassidy to beat him. You might, dang, that's a mouthful, champ.
He want Cassidy, everybody in that building, because at the end of the day, I could do a video on whoever you want me to do a video on. But the moment I do a video on Cassidy, watch the reaction I get. Go look at my channel. Look no further than URLTV. They want to see Cassidy. They don't give a fuck about no Serious Jones. No disrespect to those guys. They don't give a fuck about no Serious Jones and Big K.
If you make a video on Serious Jones right now, that shit might get 100 views in like 50 days. And if you put up a Cassidy post right now, that's going to get 600-700 views.
But I want to say this because it's a lot of people that think, oh, Retro Rob is slow, or he just dig riding Cassidy, or he just riding Jag. You see what I'm saying? Like, nah. And be honest with you, and no disrespect to Jag. Jag is great with promo in his own right. But who you think he got it from? And the thing is, Jag really is getting the appeal that he's getting because of his connection to Cassidy. I am getting the appeal that I'm getting and have been getting is because of the connection to Cassidy. Battle rap is back the way it is because of Cassidy, and it will be that way every time Cassidy shows up. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, the only way that Jag is going to get up from underneath Cassidy's arms, man, he's going to have to like kill O-Red, and then if like Cassidy does like average, like that's okay. He's going to have to do like, you know, have A+ performances, man. No,
I'm gonna tell you the real way. This is the only way too. The only way, Jag, because it don't matter. It don't matter because Cassidy is still a bigger name. He's still a bigger name than Jag. The only way Jag, and this is why people be thinking I be tripping when I be doing all these Cassidy videos, all these Jags videos, and I be talking about they will be on a collision course. People be talking about you putting them against each other. Nah, I don't have to do that. It's already been done. But check this out. That is the only way Jag can free his name from Cassidy, is if he actually battle Cassidy himself and destroy him.
Ooh, he said, say that again, Double R. He said, go ahead back, man.
But that may not be the only thing Jag gotta do.
Yeah, not the only thing. That's just one of the things.
Jag gotta hope Cassidy is good enough by that time. Because it's not gonna even really matter, because people gonna be like, well, what's new? Cassidy been losing to everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Jag gotta hope Cassidy has a debatable or beat Hitman, and he goes on this little run and he start beating people, so people can put the faith back into Cassidy again, and Jag and Cassidy can build towards them clashing. And if Jag beats him, then Jag will officially be able to, leave that shadow.
But I know everybody had, saying, oh, Jag versus Cassidy. I don't think that's going to happen personally. I don't think that's ever going to happen. People, it's good to think, have a little fantasy about it, but that shit's never going to happen, man.
And I know Jag, that's his brother, and I said it before. Yeah. I know Jag want him and Cassidy both to be successful, but I do also know that Jag wants to establish, position in this battle rap shit, particularly when it comes to Cassidy. He wants to, because Jag, see, I'm about to make a point though, bro. I'm about to make a point, and I'm gonna let you talk. Jag can battle Lux. Jag This is all facts. I told y'all I don't talk it unless it's fact. He could battle Lux. He could battle Mook. He could battle Verb. And he could beat all three of them in a row. You still won't be able to escape Cassidy. You still won't be able to escape Cassidy because you still are looked upon. What did Hitman say? Cassidy's flunky. He said, I'm really convinced that Cassidy's flunky about Hitman paying Cassidy to battle him. I'm really convinced that Cassidy flunky wakes up every morning and just say whatever comes out of his mouth, whatever comes to his mind at that moment. So he said highlighted word, flunky.
That's deep.
Flunky. So if Hitman is saying it, you know goddamn well that shit is all around battle rap. Everybody feel that way. Even the motherfuckers that Jag is calling himself sparring with. I'm not saying this because I don't like Jag. I love Jag. Jag don't realize that what I'm doing right now is love. Love ain't this what these niggas got fucked up, King. Niggas got fucked up thinking that love is niggas telling you whatever the fuck you want to hear. That's not love. That's being fake. Those are the type of niggas you distance yourself from. See, you gotta start questioning yourself. You gotta start questioning yourself if you want to be around with niggas that rock you to fucking sleep.
Facts.
Niggas that tell you everything, that kiss your ring, that kiss your feet and tell you just so. See, that's the problem Cassidy is in right now. People just telling him he's so great ever since he was like 16, 17 years old. Swiss Beats telling him he the next up, giving him special treatment. That's the reason why he in this position with this mentality right now. Go ahead, King.
Well, I wanted to now you said something that was very interesting, Double R. You said that damn, this is crazy. You said even if Jag beats Loda Lux or Murder Mook, he's still going to be looked at as Cassidy's flunky.
Yep.
That's crazy. Like the two top, those are like, let's not. I mean, Murder Mook and Loda Lux are like the two top names in battle rap.
You can name the top
crazy,
5.
Bro.
You can name the top 5. You can name the top 10. Jag still won't be able to escape Cassidy. He still won't.
So he's still gonna get those Cassidy. Dang.
I'm gonna ask you this question. Is Loaded Lux, is Murder Mook, is those guys as good as they rap? And this another, I could do a whole nother video to this. As good as those guys are, as far as skill compared to Cassidy and Verb, are their names bigger than Cassidy?
No.
That's why Jag can't escape, bro. That's why he can't escape.
Wow.
Because he won't be able to escape the Cassidy cult. He won't be able to escape the Cassidy fan base, the Cassidy brand. He won't
I got
be able.
something for you.
Go ahead.
I got something for you. You notice, hey, back to that Jag versus Cassidy. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking that the battle rap community, like the bloggers, like 3 Letterman and them, they're trying to stir the pot to make that happen. Because have you noticed that nobody really hates Jag? Everybody likes Jag better than Cassidy. Like you don't really hear nobody saying hate talking to them. You don't really hear Jag hate in the battle rap community. Like 3 Letterman shows Jag love and all that, but then they always try to slip in those Cassidy questions. Let me ask you a question about Cassidy.
I was just about to say that too. Go ahead.
So that's why I'm like, are they like trying to show favoritism to Jag to get Cassidy, to make Cassidy kind of like, man, shit, I'm the energy of battle. Why everybody, liking Jag more than me? I'm the energy boy and all this stuff, and the next thing you know, Jag and Cassidy is beefing. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about stuff like, but go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
And another one, I did the last video I did with Jag. I kind of was getting to this, but I had forgot, and I still ain't quite sure of what they were and who they were talking about. But they were saying, I guess that they were doing, what was it, Anwar and them, or it was one of the people that's down with the URL, the bloggers, and they were doing, I guess, a video, and they were talking about who I would perceive to be is Cassidy, but I don't know for sure. But somebody from, like, maybe it was Smack, maybe it might have been Beasley, but somebody from the URL headquarters inserted themselves in that conversation and was like, what are we doing? Like what are we doing here? Like basically saying like we shouldn't be talking about this. But it was about ARP and it was about his event. So it more than likely was about Cassidy, but it was about his event with ARP. I don't know if you've seen that video.
I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that video. You have to send it to me. I'll just send it to me.
Yeah, but you know URL and RBE, ARP, you know they're kind of like at odds with each other, and of course.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But in the URL was kind of jealous that Cassidy kind of slid over, and that further confirms our point about Cassidy being the energy. You see what I'm saying? They're kind of mad that Cassidy is over there with them, and ARP is getting this bag.
I did see the video of ARP yesterday saying how comparing kind of to like URL saying that when you come over to RBE you get shown more love. There's no like biasness in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna have the Avengers there and all that stuff. But URL, you know.
I want to talk about this too, bro. I want to get this out. I was gonna say this for another what's the name, but I done did as many as these Cassidy videos as I'm gonna do before the promo run and all that stuff coming, the face all come. So we gotta prepare for that. But but Cassidy about the money thing, right? One of my subscribers asked me this, and it came to my mind now, right? How much is Cassidy actually worth now? Like, how much is he really making now in battle rap?
It ain't $5 billion.
Because remember, with Lush One, Alki David, he got that 200K?
250K.
250K. Okay, yeah. What are we looking at now, King? Because I know you're good with numbers. Just thinking and just talking. What do you think we at now? After these performances against Goods and Arsenal.
If you're talking about like what bag is he getting now, it ain't no 250K, not even near that. He lucky to get probably 70K. 60K.
Because the last time I spoke with Cassidy on the phone, he said, and I asked him why because I suggested Cassidy actually, and it's funny now that it's coming to fruition, but I actually suggested to Cassidy that he go on RBE in battle. Like a lot of people don't know that. I said, bro, I think you should go on RBE. And Cassidy was like, it don't really matter. You know how Cassidy is. You're going to laugh, King. But Cassidy said, it don't really matter where I go. I run all these leagues. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, as long as the bag is right, he don't care where it's at.
He said he said he practically. I said, why don't you? Because I asked him. I said, why don't you start your own battle league? He said, why start my own battle league when I run all of these leagues?
When I run battle, when I run all the leagues, I've heard that.
When I run battle rap.
When I run battle rap, yep.
You know, typical Cassidy answer. But
typical Cassidy, that's Cassidy.
Typical, but it's a fact. It's a fact.
Yeah.
He's the energy. And until somebody, and you want to know how, and I'm going to get back to the money part in a minute. You want to know how you can take the energy away? There's only one way.
What's the way? Go ahead.
You already know. It starts with a P.
Performance.
Promo.
Oh, you said promo. Okay, go ahead. Promo, yeah.
Promo. Y'all niggas got the work. See, they don't like the battle rappers. They don't like the work. They don't like the work. You feel me? Like they go in the ring. These niggas got one job. And that's go in the ring and battle rap, and they can't even do that right. A lot of them can't even do that shit right.
Yep. That's
so
crazy.
The promo, we ain't even got to talk about the promo, but that's what it's going to take. It's going to take for Lux and Mook, and right now it ain't going to really matter no more because people ain't going to believe it. People ain't going to really give a fuck about it now. If these motherfuckers was to up and wake up, like check me out, okay? If these niggas was to up and wake up, Murder Mook, Lux, and be like, I want to promo like Cassidy. Well, first of all, you got to start from scratch. You got to start from the bottom. You see what I'm saying? Because it takes a certain type of talk. Like somebody said something about Jag. He said they called it animalistic energy. Jag has this animalistic energy when it comes to promo. He's like, he got like a savage type energy. It's like he said, I'm hungry.
That's a fact.
I'm going to eat. I'm going to bite you niggas' heads off. Pause. Like I'm going to eat at all costs. You see what I'm saying? Like
you feel Jack's energy when he be talking.
Yeah,
like
you can feel it.
The energy when he be talking, yeah.
And that's why I say with Jag, it's not really more so about... Jag has everything down packed, but the ability to put it together. This is what I'm waiting for Jag. Jag has all of the skills in the world. Endless ability. But I want to see if he can actually put it together on that night. That's the question with Jag. Can you put it all together? We know you can perform. We know you got aggression. We know you got bars. We know you can rap your ass off. We know you got that flow. But can you put all of that shit together that night? Now, Cassidy on the flip side, what you feel, Cat? I'm gonna let you talk, King, on Cassidy.
First of all, I wanted to ask you, like, why do you think a lot of these battle rappers, their promo game is like average, like they can't promote like Cassidy, like, you know what I'm saying? We talking about a lot of the big names. Why do you feel like their promo game is lacking? Like, what do they need to do in order to step their promo game up to get, you know what I'm saying, the community more interested in them, and instead of us talking about Cassidy most of the time?
Well, that's simple. I'm gonna start with why it's lacking first, and then I'm gonna get to what they need to do. It's lacking because they're thinking in their mind, and this is how I feel. This is probably not what it is, or it may be, but this is how I feel. I feel like they think that, especially if they're battling Cassidy, if they're actually battling Cassidy, they feel like they're doing Cassidy a favor because Cassidy is going to get pay-per-view percentages and all that old shit. So they feel like they're actually helping Cassidy to make money, you know, and that's the fucked up mentality of black people. Don't want to hate their own. Don't want to help their own kind, but you go to work and clock in, clock out every day to help the white man, to help his kids to go to college and all that shit. But we ain't gonna talk about all that. But they feel like they're doing Cassidy a favor. And on top of that, I don't believe that these niggas have the ability to promote their ass off and still perform the same way in the ring.
Wow.
Because to be honest with you, Cassidy kind of haven't shown the ability to do that. But in reverse, Cassidy is shown to promo, but is Cassidy, we could do another video on that. Is Cassidy promotion and Jag's promotion taken away from, or could be the reason why they do what they do in the ring?
So it's kind of helping them in a way because their promo game is average. They make up for it in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Instead of them like talking too much during the promo, it's kind of like averaging out for them.
Yeah, in Cassidy and Jag, promo was top notch, but in the ring, you know, do I got to speak further on that?
That 40 cal battle, that Jag and 40 cal battle, man, Jag was still talking real heavy, man, and that performance, whew.
And then Jag didn't show up for the face-off of that battle.
Yeah, that's what I was like, why didn't he show up for the face-off?
They said he had flight issues and all that, but hey, that's neither here nor there.
Hey, but boy, check this out though.
Wait.
Here's another thing. What if Cassidy doesn't like what if he remains quiet and don't say shit until the battle starts? Because when he quiet right now, what if he don't say nothing? Everybody's, I can wait for Cassidy to come out, promo interview after interview. Cassidy might not say nothing and just be quiet the whole time and just say, you know what? That's me admitting, you know what I'm saying, that I didn't do good, so I'm gonna show action. Well, that's louder than words, right?
Check me out. Well, that's not gonna turn out too well for Cassidy. He's better off coming out speaking, because if he don't say anything and he go in there and get his ass whooped by Hitman, they're gonna be like, okay, that's why he didn't say nothing.
So it's like, oh man. So it can work for him or against him. He can do that and win, but the chance of him like
But then he's kind of better off not saying nothing as well. So Cassidy is in his hard place where if he do come out and say something, you know Cassidy ain't gonna be able to come out and say anything without talking crazy. Like, I would love to see that. Like, fuck a battle. That would be the thing to see, whether or not, because then he'll be on par with, because King, you always be asking me about Cassidy doing an interview with me. You'll pay to see that and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll pay that more than the battle. I'll pay just as much as the battle. I'll pay that, yeah.
But see, here's the thing. You know, that separates. Like Cassidy, I want to see if Cassidy can come out and tone it down on a slick talk, but still be Cassidy, if you know what I mean.
Right. It's like, you know, tone it down a little bit, show a little bit humility, like, you know, we want to see like a humble Cassidy, but not all the way.
Not even that. You know how Cassidy is able to like curve around the hard questions?
Yeah.
And he's able to counter the questions. Can you still counter the questions without talking crazy?
Yeah.
About yourself. That's when I'll know, okay, oh yeah, he'll be on a double R level when it comes to that debate shit. Now, I'm not saying that I'll be able to, you know, perform and shit like that, but when it comes to debating, yeah, that's when he'll be on my level with that shit. If you're able to,
we all talking about Cassidy here. It's like Cassidy don't want to dumb nothing down. You know what I'm saying? Cassidy, especially, you gonna get what you gonna get.
Especially when it. See, one thing I always tell King is this, right? You ain't beating Cassidy talking about Cassidy. You're not gonna beat him. You're not beating. I don't even give a fuck if it's me. If you're not beating Cassidy talking about Cassidy. That's why he bodied 3 Letterman. That's why he bodied all the rest of these dudes and do whatever he want, because they're trying to have a
what you say? I'll give you $100. I give anybody $100 if you can show me your Cassidy post Where he's talking about somebody else other than himself.
Exactly.
Ain't that what you said?
Exactly. For you to even win a debate with Cassidy,
man.
you're gonna have to first figure out a way to get Cassidy out of a conversation about talking about himself.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to do that. That's one. Two, you're gonna have to ask him and not be afraid to ask him the tough questions. And those tough questions goes right back to asking him other things other than about himself.
Yep. And they don't even, these interviewers don't even know how to kind of sneak in the tough questions. They just avoid it altogether. Like, you know what? I want to go Cassidy's good side. I want this interview. I don't want this interview to go sour. So I'm going to avoid all the tough questions and just ask Cassidy what he want to hear. They be avoiding all the tough questions, boy. All the smoke, boy. They don't want nothing.
But see, this is what Jag and Cassidy to me is kind of weak at, kind of below average at, is they have all the great ideas, but hardly no execution, or at least a plan of a proper execution. You see what I'm saying? Like, they have all the ideas in the world, talking about how these motherfuckers is getting paid by the leagues and they slaves and all of that shit is great ideas, and you can't get them. But how you gonna execute them? And execute them in a way where it resonate with the crowd and the crowd can react to it. That's the big test. When I say Jag putting it all together, that's exactly specifically what I'm talking about. Can he put it in a way where, like he said, yeah, we gonna talk. We gonna talk about how old Red ride the Uber, and we gonna talk. And I feel like although that was good, that energy was good, you kind of should have found another way to say something like that, because if you choose to use that in a battle, the crowd is not gonna react to it.
Nope. That's the downfall to, you know what I'm saying, to your promo game being too hyped up, over the top. You know
because
what I'm saying?
I read the comments. The battle rap community is like, Jag and Cassidy promo is through the roof. But these will be the same people that compliment you on your promo, but talk shit about you in that ring.
The only thing I gotta say this, before I lose my train of thought, the only thing that Jag has working for him is that Jag hasn't officially taken an L. Like, can't nobody really say, anybody going around saying, Jag got destroyed his last battle. So Jag, can bounce back from that 40 cal battle because he technically didn't lose.
No, Jag, nah, bro, I'll do you one better. Jag is undefeated. Jag is 2-0.
He's undefeated, yeah. Yeah,
he beat Mav clearly. Fuck what they say. That's all agenda driven. He beat Mav clearly. Because anytime you got a nigga feeling a certain type of way after the battle, that's what battle rap is all about. That's what battle rap is all about. It's about getting you in your feelings and keeping you there.
Right.
So if some way, and that could be a great idea for Cassidy. If some way Cassidy can find, he did it against Diz. If he can find an angle on Hitman, Cassidy can probably turn this shit around. Because he don't really have to worry about the rapping aspect of it with Hitman. He don't. And if I'm Hitman, that's what I'm thinking about. Like, I'm not even coming in there with performance like that. I'm thinking about coming up with some bars. Even if if I'm Hitman, and niggas need to pay me for this shit too. Niggas gotta pay me for this, man. Real talk. If I'm Hitman, I'm hitting up Verb. And I might ask Verb, to slide in a couple bars and shit for me. You see what I'm saying? Slide some shit in there for me.
I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't doing that. If he ain't hitting some Verb in them.
I ain't surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't been if he ain't been doing that shit. But the thing is because everybody, even Jag, even Cassidy, even me, even you, everybody is expecting Hitman to come in there with just performance with no bars.
I want to know, here's the thing, man. Here's my biggest issue with this Cassidy and Hitman battle, bro.
But I was about to say, what if Hitman come in there? What if Hitman come in there? And if I was Hitman, this is what I would be doing. What if Hitman come in there with straight bars? He just come in there, not how everybody think he gonna come in there. Switch it up. That shit could put Cassidy in a situation where it don't really matter what Cassidy is working on, what he doing. Cassidy won't be able to. So now you got to come in here and prove to the fans, if you're Cassidy, you have to first, like I said, get the fans back on your side first.
He going to act like Hitman and do performance. That'd be funny if Hitman bring the bars and Cassidy bring the performance. Wouldn't that be crazy?
But
that'd be wild.
That'd even more favor Hitman, because a performer can't beat a top level performer. You name the top performer, Hitman at his top level versus B Magic at his prime, in his top level. Hitman is not. He's losing that battle every time. I don't give a fuck. He can have the best performance he ever had, but you can't get around those punches.
No.
You can't. That's what battle rap is about. That's why I laugh when niggas be like, "Oh, all niggas do is punch. All niggas do is punch." Yeah. And if all you can do is punch and you do it very, very well, you will win more oftentimes than not. Because punches just bring them back-to-back punches is going to win because people judging this shit off bars and punches. They judging battles. They not judging battles really off performance. Now they might judge the performance off the creativity, but they not judging it off the performance. They're judging it off the bars. Did you have the punches? Did you have the bars?
Yeah, you don't win a battle by dancing. You're like what did you actually say? Nobody's, you know what I'm saying?
And that's what.
Doing flips and all
if
that.
I was Cassidy, that's what I would be doing. Like whoever's going to win this battle, if Cassidy shows up, is not really going to be about who does what. It's going to be not who does what, but it's not going to be about Cassidy with the bars and Hitman with the performance. It's going to be the surprise, the element of surprise. Because if Cassidy come with the bars and Hitman top Verb and be like, hey, look out for me this battle. Look out for me. And Verb or somebody give him some top level bars because you let Verb tell it and you let Verb prove it. He got what did he say? He said he got five. He a 5-star lyricist.
Yep.
Verb always said
that's Verb.
He said that's Verb.
That's Verb for you. Yeah, 5-star. I'm a 5-star. Yeah, that's him.
He a 5-star lyricist. So if he go to the 5-star lyricist who just so happened to be his close homeboy from his city. Come on now, that's gonna be unfair. And then
I almost forgot. They like family, man. His dad and all that. Hey, Big Gerald, I forgot about that.
That's why I said niggas might have to fuck around the cash shop and pay me, man. Y'all niggas gonna have to cash out me and pay me for this, because I'm giving y'all some real intel, man. Because who's to say who's like me? It's certain people that talk a certain type of way. Not to toot my own horn, but certain people talk just to be talking, just to be running their mouth. Cassidy, but certain people talk just to be talking, just to run their mouth, and certain people talk. But while they're talking, you might want to be careful because they might be walking as they talking. Certain people be walking and talking at the same time. And I just so happen to be one of those people. Like, you know how you say something and you just predicting, but the whole time you're right. The whole time it's actually going on. You ever get that?
Yeah, like right now, I wanted to ask you this. Like, I'll give you an example, right?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody wants Cassidy to do good. What if Cassidy brings an angle on Hitman and all this stuff? But the thing people are missing, I hope y'all ain't missing this, is that Cassidy still has to execute right. How's his flow gonna be? Is he still gonna have that slow flow? Like, do you think he's gonna be able to deliver it right to please that crowd? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think? All right, next, Double R, do you think Cassidy's gonna change that flow up? What do you think, bro?
I think what I think, that's a great question too. What I think is Cassidy gonna have to be. Cassidy should be in the mentality. If I'm in Cassidy corner, nothing shouldn't be left off the table. He should be trying to experiment with every fucking thing. You get me? Cassidy should be trying to try a bunch of shit, but not to the point where it's just so different where people gonna be like, oh nah, he on some other shit. Like, but he gotta stay within the realms of the appeal of the battle rap fans.
If I'm Cassidy, I'm dropping my pride. I'm sparring with a lot of top tier battle. Like you said, hit up Twerk. I'm sparring with some of the top names. You know what I'm saying? And switching stuff up.
No, it ain't even
Hitmanholla sparring yourself, battling with yourself, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, don't go to nobody else. Don't go to nobody else but the names I mentioned: Twerk, Briz, or Chilla. Those three, because Chilla switched his style up. Chilla was rapping slow, just like how Cassidy is. Chilla has sped his delivery up. Next thing you know, I see Chilla battle Twerk, and he getting one of the best. Like, go back and look at that battle if you didn't see it. Twerk versus Chilla. Twerk was one of the best New Jersey twerks. I was gonna say Twerk was one of the best twerks, but that sound a little funny. But
pause.
yeah, pause. But New Jersey twerk was one of the best New Jersey twerks. And I'm talking about all 3 rounds, fully loaded, and you know how difficult. I
didn't see that battle. I didn't see it.
It was crazy. That probably I think sparked the run. I think that battle was the one that sparked Chilla run. But Chilla 3 full rounds. You know how difficult it is to beat a New Jersey twerk when he's focused. It's very hard because of the performance,
twerk, yeah, man.
because of the bars, everything is on point. Everything. Twerk has it in abundance. You see what I'm saying? So, oh my goodness, all 3 rounds when Twerk leveled up, Chilla just leveled a little bit higher. Every round. You know why? You know what made the difference? And the battle was so dope. I wouldn't even be surprised if a nigga said, you know what, Rob, that was a debatable. But I can't see a situation where nigga can say, well, Twerk won that battle. Twerk didn't win the battle. But it was, if you say it was a debatable, then I'll give you that. It was that good. But Twerk didn't win that battle. If it's gonna be a winner, Chilla won the battle because you know why? Chilla outbarred him. Huh?
You said he outbarred him. Go ahead.
He outbarred him. Twerk, and people be tripping on Twerk because Twerk has bars. He has bars. Like people be sleeping on Twerk bars, man. Twerk really got bars. Like I was listening to his old battle against the dude Red, the dude with the what's his name, Red Handed or some shit. He had a bald head and shit. Twerk was rapping against him, and Twerk had bars though. Like I said, damn, Twerk really got bars though. Like because Briz don't really have bars like that. But Briz be talking like he hard like that. You see what I'm saying? It's like, nah, let me stop.
Yeah.
Briz.
Double R food.
But Briz don't really got bars like that. But I said, Briz performance amplify his mediocre bars. His performance, like K-Shine and them do. Tay-Rock. They got mediocre bars, but they performance kind of helps it.
The K-Shine, boy, I don't understand how people think he hot, bro.
But Cassidy have to. I would suggest him to go to either Chilla or
Chilla or
Briz or Briz.
Oh, yeah, you said Briz. Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like Twerk is going. I can see Cassidy down. Nah, boy, that ain't how it go, boy. He'd be sitting up there trying to teach Twerk.
Hey, did you see that Twerk battle? Did you see Charlie Clips and versus Twerk? That battle, Double R.
Yeah, that was fire. That was one of my favorite battles. That was fire.
You know why I like that battle? Because like Charlie Clips, I like how he was imitating Twerk and kind of like took the energy away. He kind of like it was low-key like a Cassidy versus Disaster.
Hey, bro, because Twerk that first round
was fire, man.
Bro, that first round, Twerk, man, I looked at Charlie Clips like, what the fuck are you even doing in the ring with him?
Yeah, I was like, how you gonna get out of this?
Yeah,
I was like, damn, how is Charlie Clips gonna get out of this?
That's how great New Jersey Twerk is when he want to be. When he want to be, that's how great he can be. And I told people the only 2 people when they're focused that are unstoppable is New Jersey Twerk and B Magic. If those 2 motherfuckers are focused, it's very, very hard because B Magic.
Twerk got that energy, he got that aggression,
he got the bars, like you say, he got the bars too that people sleep on. See, people be like,
oh, he just ain't performing. He got the bars and that aggression. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's hard to beat, man. That's hard.
And Magic have the punches, the name flips, and the flow. B Magic flow, his punches and his name flips. B Magic can, like he told Charlie Clips, he said, I'm a good fisherman. I keep killing them using the same lines. You see what I'm saying? Like he could use your name and keep flipping your name with bars, with punches. The whole battle. He ain't even got to talk about different topics. He could just flip your name and win like that. I've seen Magic do it.
Once Twerk has the crowd, man, it's like, man, it's very, very difficult to get that crowd back, man.
Yeah, shit, you better ask. You better ask Cicero. You better ask Cicero.
Oh man.
Man, you'd have thought that nigga was a gyro rap. He done wrapped him up like a gyro. Better ask Cicero. That nigga, he turned Cicero into a gyro. And put it, I said gyro. A gyro. Turn him into a gyro.
Oh man.
Turn that nigga into a gyro and wrap them up in it.
Yeah.
Oh bullshit. But
all in all, man, I gotta say that Cassidy has a chance. He just has to not be stubborn and ask. Can Cassidy take advice? That's the key. Will Cassidy continue to be Cassidy and just do Cassidy? Or will he actually, like you said, will he hit up a Chilla Jones? Even a Twerk, and spar with them and get some ideas? That's the question right there that you got to ask yourself.
Yeah.
Cassidy? Can Cassidy drop the pride? Can he drop his pride and say, you know what, man, this is probably gonna be this is gonna be my biggest battle. You got Nick Cannon gonna be there. You got a lot of top level celebrities that's gonna be eyeing this battle. Mm-hmm. You know, so you like. There's no other battle to where, you know, okay, if you want to bring Vintage Cassidy out, this is the battle right here to bring the show. Okay, I'm going to show everybody that I still got it. That I was just BSing, you know what I'm saying, y'all, the whole time. Yeah, I just didn't feel like bringing it out. I wanted to do the signs, and now I'm going to drop that and show y'all that I still got it. This is the battle right here.
Exactly.
The proof.
But see, I want to go back a little bit to the money part. Like, ARP, Cassidy was telling me on the phone that ARP, and y'all niggas wanted to pay me, man, because I'm saying a lot of shit.
For this. I'm dropping to me. Hey, man.
Hey, fuck it. But Cassidy was telling me on the phone. Cassidy was telling me that when I asked him about RBE, and I said that'd be a great place for you. Cassidy was like, you know, he ain't really got the money. You see what I'm saying? He said they ain't really got the money like that. And I assume now he got the money. But what Cassidy just did with he did to URL the first time. Remember he said he gave him a discount.
Yeah, I think he gave him a discount, the Cassidy discount. You know?
He gave him the discount double check. They said he was in the after party with the title, talking about 5,003. What did he say? 5,003 and 0.
Yeah, because you can't expect. That's why I was saying earlier that he ain't getting up near. He ain't getting up 250K. ARP ain't paying that. I think he got like 80,000, 90,000. You know, close to 100,000. He ain't getting no 250K.
Yeah, Cassidy got anywhere between 80 and 90,000.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. It's still like, even though it's not a small room, it's going to be 500 people. But that, like, you know, Cassidy it then battled like in front of 2,000, 3,000.
Nah, but also too, right? You add that with the quarantine shit. You know, it ain't gonna be that many people there for the quarantine too. So, you know, if it was more people there, and if this was a regular event, Cassidy probably wouldn't even be battling on RBE. If this was like the regular, you know, without the quarantine shit.
Oh yeah, so Cassidy kind of like, you know what, it is quarantine. Let me go in here. I understand, you know. But if it was a regular, if this was all over, he wouldn't be battling on RBE. And he's
doing ARP in them a favor, because now that they got Cassidy, now they can probably keep Cassidy, keep booking him like the URL. Cassidy.
And ARP said this is going to be Cassidy's, but he believes because somebody asked on the interview. He said that this is going to be. He believes this is going to be Cassidy's best performance. You are going to see A1 Cassidy right here. That's what ARP said.
Okay.
In the most recent interview, he said, "Yeah, I believe this is going to be we are going to see Cassidy."
Okay, we better.
Like we remember.
We better, because if we don't, guess what? First video going to be ARP said. First video.
Comparing stuff to URL.
First video. ARP.
That we all love.
Yeah. Hey, ARP, and anybody that know ARP, you better translate this message to him. First video. If Cassidy get destroyed by Hitman, and Cassidy going in rapping that same bullshit he be rapping, hey, first video gonna be titled ARP said ARP said Cassidy was going, yeah, fuck that. Nah, I'm throwing ARP.
I might make some YouTube videos. Shoot, I might say, man, hey, don't get me started. I might have
ARP getting thrown straight up under the bus. That's my man. I love him. I love what he doing, man. I love the workout video. I
like ARP's energy. ARP a cool dude.
I love him, man. He a cool dude, but I'm throwing him under the bus. Shit, you ain't gonna be the only one they try to throw up under the bus. I'm throwing you up under there too. You go out, Cassidy come out that junk performing like he been performing. Hey, ARP said, watch. Yep. I'm gonna do it. ARP said Cassidy was gonna be vintage Cassidy. He's gonna be top notch. We gonna get the best Cassidy.
Cassidy, like I said, man, one of the biggest things that Cassidy has to listen, man. We already know he gotta change that flow. I don't care about what angles he got his material. He can update. You still gotta deliver it. Like, you gotta make the crowd believe. That was fire. You gotta deliver it. If it comes off like, dang, that sound kind of dry, it don't matter what you say. Nobody's gonna believe it. They're not gonna say nothing, bro.
I say this, right? This is what I would tell Cassidy, right? Or the recipe, you know, because I know Cassidy ain't really got enough time, and that's why we say Cassidy got a short amount of time to work on everything, because whether y'all motherfuckers want to believe it or not, Cassidy have to correct a lot. He gotta correct everything. You see what I'm saying? But he ain't got enough time to do it, and against the wrong opponent, one of the most dangerous opponents. So, I would tell Cassidy, man, each round, if you can give me at least 3 to 4 haymakers a round, that should be enough to get you at least a debatable.
Yep.
If he can give us at least or a moment, like twerking them have moments. You know, some people call stuff bars or punches, but it's really just moments. Like K-Shine have a moment. Like it ain't no tough bar, nothing like that. He just had a moment. Like he performed, and that was a great moment that people are adding it and including it like it's a bar or like it's a punch. But it wasn't no bar on a punch. It was just a great moment. It was a great performance. You know,
if you could take that Goods first round and split them up in threes against Hitmanholla, you know what I'm saying? Because Hitmanholla ain't a killer all like that. He gonna bring the performance. Take that. That'll be good enough to at least get you a debatable or more.
Facts. Take 3 of them, like you said. Take 3 of them. Take a round of that Goods battle and split them into 3 rounds. That should be enough to be Hitman.
That be Hitman. He's not a killer. He's not a Lux or he's not a killer. He got the performance, but he ain't. You know.
Now against Lux and Mugen all them, Cassidy gonna have to go find himself.
Playmore, yeah, because Lux,
fuck
man,
Playmore.
Fuck
Playmore. Fuck that.
Lux will kill him.
No. Fuck Playmore. Cassidy gonna have to go to China and find his chi. You see what I'm saying? That nigga.
Hey, Double, he said he gotta turn into a monk. He gonna have to get some special training or something.
He gonna have to work on his chi. He gonna have to work on his chi and drink his tea. You see what I'm saying? Cassidy gonna have to go somewhere and he gonna have to turn into a Buddha or something.
Hey, Cassidy gotta find the glow, the last dragon. He gotta find the glow. You are the last dragon.
Because if he don't, boy.
God damn. Yeah, gets a lot of Lux or motor. Yeah, Lux will kill him, Cassidy. You imagine Cassidy, man, like an A1 Lux against Cassidy? Ooh, man.
Nah, I wouldn't want to see that.
You don't want to see that. That'd be a massive.
Now, I want to see if Cassidy gonna be this A1 Cassidy that ARP is talking about. Now, if he looking like how we expected Cassidy to look the whole time, first of all, I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off. Because I'm gonna be like, you motherfucker, you choose to do that shit this battle, and I done wasted goddamn $100 and something on your ass.
Yep. Hey, Double R, I'm gonna tell you what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Right. I was thinking. Notice in that disaster battle, that wasn't on URL, was it?
That was on KOTD.
KOTD. You know, I noticed that we gonna know about this battle. Like, what if Cassidy is performing a lot better on these other leagues, but in URL he's just performing. He ain't performing so well because KOTD he beat Disaster. People got him 3-0 on Disaster, but now he's going to RBE. What if he does bring that Cassidy back, like kind of like from the Disaster battle? You know what I'm saying? They were like, man, was it URL? Or does he just not like URL?
Hey, bro, we might have say that. We might have come back around. I guess you can get yourself together today or do what you're gonna do. We might have to come back and do another video on that.
Yeah.
Or is it URL? Like we might have come do a whole another separate video on that. Is it the URL that's kind of like keeping Cassidy back from being the Cassidy we know? But yeah, I don't want to say.
Yeah, because KLTD, even though they had him in the garage, Cassidy was Cassidy. Cassidy was like he was feeling himself. He had his bottle in his hand.
Yeah, let's do.
You know what I'm saying? He was flowing.
Yeah, let's do another one. Let's do another one on that. Like I don't want to waste that on here because we already.
Yeah, for sure.
We already went about an hour already. Okay.